fighting. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. Israel saying Hamas has violated the ceasefire, attacking Israeli soldiers in the Gaza Strip, prompting Israel to carry out strikes in retaliation. Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv.
Already today, there are calls from Israeli ministers on the far right, including Itamar Ben-Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich, to resume the war against Hamas. But we do understand Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is set to hold security consultations today about this Hamas ceasefire violation to determine the next steps. All of this taking place as U.S. officials are set to visit the region this week, including Vice President J.D. Vance and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. And last night, the State Department released a warning of their own against Hamas. They said the United States has informed the guarantor nations of the Gaza peace agreement of credible reports indicating an imminent ceasefire violation by Hamas against the people of Gaza.
And Prime Minister Netanyahu saying Israel will respond with force to the Hamas attack on its troops. Are saturated fats actually good for us? That's what HHS Secretary R.F. Kennedy Jr. could say this week when the federal government is expected to announce new common sense diet advice for Americans.
Kennedy said back in July that the government would issue new dietary guidelines that stress the need to eat saturated fats, dairy, good meat, and vegetables. Again, he says within common sense guidelines. The secretary himself has an affinity for meat, saying he mainly follows a carnivore diet. Some health experts say the new guidelines would go against the science. Dietary guidelines for Americans recommend folks get less than 10% of their daily calories from saturated fat. The American Heart Association, has an even stricter recommendation. They say people should aim to get less than 6% of their calories from saturated fat.
And that's Fox's Madeline Rivera in D.C. America is listening to Fox News.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
I'm Janice Dean, Fox News senior meteorologist and host of the Janice Dean Podcast. Join me every Sunday as I focus on stories of hope and people who are truly rays of sunshine in their community and across the world. Be sure to subscribe to the Janice Dean Podcast at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And don't forget to spread the sunshine.
America's listening to Fox News. From the Fox News Podcasts Network.
This is Jason Chaffetz from the Jason in the House podcast. Join me every Monday to dive deeper into the latest political headlines and chat with remarkable guests to hear their take on American life, politics, and entertainment. And don't forget, there's always somebody doing something stupid somewhere.
Listen and follow now at foxnewspodcast.com
or wherever you download podcasts.
Must listen to podcasts from Fox News Audio.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
2 in bad shape, 1 stable, cloudy and 53 degrees. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 11:03. This was after a car crash and shooting at an adult entertainment club on Lafayette Road in Indy this morning. Indy Metro Police arrived near 37th Street after 3 o'clock. They say a man and woman were hit by the car that also crashed into the barriers outside what's called the Pony. An officer who was not a part of IMPD shot the driver. Both the woman and the driver were taken to a hospital, and police are looking into this. The topic of redistricting in Indiana is heating up now that the president is getting more involved. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
After getting a visit from the vice president and taking a trip to D.C. to discuss redistricting, Indiana Republicans are now hearing directly from President Donald Trump. He joined them on a phone call Friday, urging for there to be a special session called so they can redraw the state's congressional maps before the 2026 midterm elections. It's up to Governor Mike Braun to call a special session, with many believing he's leaning towards doing so. The GOP is looking to take the 2 Democratic-held U.S. House seats, giving them control of all 9. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indianapolis Colts are taking on the Los Angeles Chargers today. The kickoff is at 4 Eastern. If the Colts win, they would move to 6-1 and hold the number 1 spot in the AFC. WIBC News Time is 11:04, and now here's the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Scattered showers with falling temperatures hovering into the 50s for much of the afternoon today. Gusty winds, too. Tonight, mostly clear and quiet, cooler, a low of 41. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey, 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hi, this is Denny Smith, and it's time to get ready for spooky season by eliminating all of that spooky dirt, grime, and spills. Halloween brings out the best in people, but it also brings out some pretty scary crud from all the foot traffic. How about having Zero Res help you take on all of that with an unbelievable October special? Get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129 and 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Now that's some serious savings on the carpet cleaning. And remember that your air ducts are where the really spooky stuff is. Yikes! The Zero Res service for your carpets, floors, dryer vents, or air ducts is easy to line up, and you can go online at ZeroResIndy.com to do the scheduling at your convenience. I love these folks, and don't forget the ZR Water difference. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, leaving things really clean. Now mention WIBC and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned starting at $129 plus 15% off dryer vent and air duct cleaning too. Call 317-388-5141 or book things online at ZeroResIndy.com.
That you should make a one-woman act out of this last 5 minutes.
I'm telling you.
Really so.
I try so hard to be so together.
Her earphones
and ready
are tangled
and
up
prepared.
like
I've
a
got
ball of yarn.
Water.
Yeah.
Oh, Kielynn, did you turn that? Please tell me the camera's not on.
Nope, they're not on.
I have a
bloody
bloody eye. You don't want to see that, guys. I still have this dye situation. How's everybody doing? This is the First Day Show on 93 WIBC. I'm Terri Stacy along with Denny Smith.
She's been winking at me all morning.
I know. You don't want to see that either.
I thought you were a pirate for a minute,
gross.
but you've just been winking at me.
It's just awful.
Poor
Kielynn
thing.
Talley is also here. Hi.
Man, what a Sunday it is. And
It's
a pretty nice week ahead, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've got the Pacers coming back.
Oh, well, you mean with events and stuff. Weather.
Yeah.
I always go right to weather,
well,
which is we need
I'm
this
trying to
weather.
make up
but
for the weather.
It's scary weather. Do you know what it is? It's sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
It's 54 degrees, but we have a wind chill of 42 degrees. That's what it feels like on your bare naked skin. Put your clothes on.
And the leaves are finally
I know
changing.
it. Hey, can I tell you a story that's icky?
Icky.
Well,
For those of you that use valet
I don't think
parking.
we're not going to have it.
I just want you to think about this. So we are attached to a very swanky hotel, and our garages, we share garage.
We can say the Conrad. I mean, it's a beautiful place.
So the valets, again, you're going to get these young valets all over the city, all over where there's a valet. They're usually a young
90
person.
miles an hour in an enclosed parking garage. That's what you got to know.
That's what you got to know.
Squealing
They're driving
wheels.
your car crazy fast because, first of all, they're usually in like a really fancy car. They're driving really fast, but they also want to get you in and out of the hotel. But today, while driving quickly through the garage, this one was picking his nose and then putting it on your steering wheel.
Oh, no.
Well, no, I don't know if he's putting it on your steering wheel, but that was what I was envisioning.
Well, that's where his
I
hand
was
goes.
like, he's touching somebody's car's steering wheel.
Come on,
You could
you're not a
actually see him
toddler.
picking his nose.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, if that garage is basically empty, and so there's very few of us down there, so they really do have a lot of room to move quickly.
Do you know what a jammer is?
today-
Do you know what a jammer is?
Yes.
Okay, when I was driving.
Oh, jeez, I didn't want to go there.
No, I'm just going to tell you that the things that you see jammers when you are in rush hour traffic, you look to the lane next to you, and somebody's either trying to brush their teeth in their rearview mirror while they're driving 90 mile an hour,
I
or
know.
there's the best one. Picking a zit, and you go,
man.
how can you do that and drive?
Oh my gosh, that is, it truly is. You feel like when you're in your car like that, nobody sees you.
Oh, everybody sees you.
You know, you're just in your car, then nobody sees you what you're doing on the inside. I watched a woman driving along Oleo Road, and she was sign languaging while she was driving as the phone. She was signing to the person on her phone that she was watching, and
Well, it's
signing
hands-free.
with both hands.
Yeah, no,
signing
it's
with both
supposed to be
hands. And I thought,
hands-free.
this is just such a crazy time. Kielynn, yes,
Well,
please.
I think there's some kind of FBI hack, if you will, that if you if you're following someone and you don't want to seem suspecting that you're following this person, pick your nose when you're driving by them, and then they'll be like, oh, no, they're just doing their own thing. I don't know where I heard that from.
Wow. You said the FBI. Kylie heard it from the FBI.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask
some
you.
little agent was saying
Do you on your motorcycle? You've got to have two hands. You can't do anything. You can't do that.
No, you can hardly wipe bugs off your visor.
Well, I just thought I would share that story to you, those that use valet parking, that you know the people.
Wow.
Just be careful. Just maybe want to, just despite where you are, I think maybe cleaning the steering wheel after you have valet parking would be good, because I'm guessing that wasn't the first young
was
person.
it a crusty one or a gooey one?
I don't know. But all I could think of was, oh my gosh, he's about to drop this car off to somebody.
If you're going to treat this show like a fraternity house, you're going to have to wait for questions
anyway,
like that.
Okay, so guys, we've got a great show for you. We're here for 2 hours. Kylie, tell me when I need to stop. Colts have a big game today. How about the Colts, you guys? I swear I never thought we would be 5-1.
They could have been 6-1 had not been for showboating.
Could be. Today's the day.
Yeah.
We go 6-1, and just amazing. They're out in Los Angeles, 4:05 game. Yeah, poor Anthony Richardson, you know. Oh my gosh, the freak accident
break
with the pulley things that we all use, right?
bands.
The rubber bands that people all use. And tell me you haven't thought about it at once, and maybe if this thing would snap, I would be. Yeah. But they, you know, you trust them right to the orbital. The orbital area.
Was it on his eye? I thought it was his shoulder.
Oh, what is it, Kylan? Is it on it? I always know
I thought it was
word
his shoulder.
orbital. I bet it is shoulder.
I feel like it was not his. Yeah, I feel like it was his shoulder.
Oh, it's just sad.
We'll double check.
I just feel bad for him. Just feel bad for him. Placed on injured reserve. And just again, oh no, look, I've got it right here. The resistant band snapped and hit him in the face.
Orbital bone.
It's your orbital.
Ow.
Man, I bet that was awful.
You know, in the gym, guys use those things, and they'll step in them so they can do pull-ups easier. And then their foot slips, and it comes right up and hits their goodies. And there's lots of videos about that type of stuff. And it's not just guys. That happens to the women, too, because they want the assist in doing their pull-ups.
A little heartfelt story from last Sunday. Yes, they won against the Cardinals, but also the Colts cheerleader, Micah, she got engaged in the end zone. That was
pretty cool.
Sweetest video that came across my feed this week.
Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, it really is pretty cool. Colts cheerleaders getting a little. One of them was able to sign
language to the little boy.
A young man, a little boy, and that was a very special moment. And then Blue, I saw Blue, and I don't know which game it was, but I follow Blue. And Blue took a baby out of the audience and then continued to hold this. It looked like a brand new baby, and he's in his big giant furry arms, and carried him on the field and hung on to him and picked him up, and kind of it just was a pretty cool again scene. Very popular, #1 mascot in all the land.
Stop.
Blue.
Would you give your baby to a mascot to go out on the field?
Well, I could only think of when I was thinking about how long he had the baby and
No way.
how careful. It must have been somebody that had known the baby. I mean, somebody that knew Blue, maybe personally, when he doesn't have his hat on and his head.
Okay.
That's right. He's not real. Okay, guys, we're going to, I think it's probably time for us to go, I think. So we'll take a break. Coming up, we are going to talk about something pretty cool. Pacers have their first home game this Thursday, regular season game, and there is a great news service that is available for those that are visually impaired or blind. And I think it's pretty special. So we're going to talk to the CEO of MindsEye coming up here after the break on 93 WIBC.
Fall in Indiana is prep season, the smart time to get your home ready before the temperatures drop and the
earlier this week, it was announced that starting this season, blind and low vision fans can experience Indiana Pacer games at Gainbridge Fieldhouse like never before through a new partnership with a nonprofit called MindsEye. And we're going to hear how it works. But joining us now to talk about this incredible technology is the president and CEO of MindsEye, Jason Frazier. Jason, it's great to have you with us. How are you?
It's great to be here. I appreciate you for having us on today to talk about audio description.
Well, listen, this technology is so cool. And for a Pacer fan that is visually impaired, what will this technology do for their experience?
It'll do a lot for experience because based in the St. Louis area, we do this for St. Louis Cardinal games, St. Louis Blues games, and also St. Louis City SC, the MLS club here in St. Louis as well. And what we've already discovered from doing audio description for those events is it brings everybody to the full experience. So when we go to a game, someone who's sighted like myself, and I will go there and I'll watch the game, of course, what's going on in the rink or the court or the field. But also there's so many things that make it the full experience, a part of the going to a game. Whether it's the wave going on in the crowd, whether it's the mascot throwing down from the rafters, whether it's the dancers on the court. Those are all parts of the game day experience. So we describe everything from the play-by-play or from the game action to those things that I mentioned and plus more. So that way we give that blind, visually impaired fan the full experience of attending the live sporting event.
So walk us through how this system works for fans.
So we will do about this year for the Pacers exclusively, we'll do 20 home games. So what fans can do is go to the Pacers website and they can find, or the MindsEye website, and find out which games that we're going to be providing the service for. They don't technically have to sign up. It makes it easier for us if they register in advance and let us know, hey, I'm going to be here.
Okay.
So we can kind of make sure we account for them and have an idea. But there's an app called Live Voice. If the fans download the Live Voice app, once they get in, they'll get a code, and that code will be a audio description for the Pacers game, and they'll just bring their own headphones and just sit there, and they'll be able to listen to the live audio description. If they don't register, there's also that code is available at guest services for them to grab as well when they go to the game. So some fans who just walk into the game and maybe there's an usher, or if you walk by me and it was just White Cane Awareness Day yesterday, and I see a white cane and you don't know about audio description, of course I want you to register and get that full experience. So we'll also tell you in person as well.
Cool. Okay, go to Pacers.com if you would like to sign up for this. And again, does this cost any money?
No, the service is absolutely free for anyone who purchased a ticket to the event. So that's what I said. We do, not only do we do sporting events around the St. Louis area, and we hope to bring this more to the Indianapolis area as well, but we do live theater. We do help out with museums and have the artifacts described as well. So we do this a lot of different ways. So we just want to make sure, and it's free in every capacity that we do it in. So as long as the fan has a ticket or access to that venue or that building or that event, it is free to them. For audio description, is free for that fan.
Who's describing it? Who's doing the describing for those that are visually impaired and that are using this program, this system?
So the person describing it at each event is going to be a MindsEye trained describer. So our describers go through about a 3-week process of learning how to describe things. They'll actually go to shadow trained describers at events, and then we'll kind of send them out if they're ready to go describe sporting events or whatever else we have. But for the Pacers games, you'll have a trained describer there live in person, describing that event, describing that. For now, most people will hear my voice because I'm the one mainly doing a lot of the Pacers games this year. I think 18 of the 20 are going to be me. So
as somebody that's going to get to be a describer, that's kind of cool. You're going to be going to many games.
Yeah, and I'm as a person who has been in this industry now, I've been at MindsEye for 13 years. I'm a grandson of my grandmother was visually impaired, so I always joke around and say growing up, and I tell people I was audio describing The Price is Right on TV. As a kid, I didn't know that's what I was doing. I was just telling my grandmother what was happening. So now fast forward all these years later and go to NBA games, which I'm an avid sports fan too. Wow. I can remember the days of, watching the Pacers with Reggie Miller and Rick Smits and all those players playing, in those days, and, going into Jermaine O'Neal and future Pacers and the Pacers now. It's just incredible being able to be a part of that and actually bring that to fans. Because we also have a core group of fans working with BOSMA, and Indianapolis is also a hotbed for beat baseball, which is an adaptive form of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And so we already know a lot of people in the community have been going to games and checking it out and giving us our feedback already, and it's just been incredible and overwhelmingly positive of just how much it's meant to them. So we're excited to be a part of it. I'm definitely excited to be a part of it. One of the things that I thought was pretty cool from a fan, most of the time someone who's blind or impaired goes to an event that's not audio described, they are basically depending on their sighted compadre to give them a lot of the feedback. Because even if you have the radio feed in at a game while you're there, it's a 12 to 15 second delay. So if everybody's celebrating a basket, that blind sighted individual's probably nudging the person, hey, what just happened? What just went down? And then they have to get the play-by-play from that person who's telling them, hey, this happened, or this is what's going on in the Jumbotron.
Wow.
One of the spectators during the pilot event, his fiance, his fiance was like, hey, he was telling me what was happening. I was missing things, and he was giving me the feedback, what I was missing. And I was like, that's kind of cool to reverse that situation. And I feel like that's when it's done right. You've given the person the information that they can actually engage in the conversations in real time of things that are happening in the game, and also be the informative things that are happening that someone's missing as part of the experience as well. So I think that's one of the cool feedbacks we did receive.
Love it. Cool. Jason Frazier is here, President and CEO of MindsEye, MindsEyeRadio.org. And the genesis of the partnership between MindsEye and the Indiana Pacers, how did that conversation begin?
That 6 degrees of separation we always talk about, our partnership began two ways. One way I just mentioned Beat Baseball. We have a Beat Baseball team. We actually MindsEye just hosted the Beat Baseball World Series 2 years in a row, in 2024 and 2025. So a lot of people in the Indianapolis community, when they came in for the World Series, we also hosted an audio description game with the St. Louis Cardinals. So a lot of people went back saying, hey, I wish this was done, somewhere here. Fortunately for us, one of the key components of starting sports audio description in St. Louis, Warren Carl, who now works for the Pacers, actually started out the St. Louis Blues when we started it with the Blues. So now she's with the Indianapolis Pacers. So it was just a perfect, a perfect sync up there. Like you kids can make that story happen, and it's worked out that way. All the dots connected, and here we are.
Before we let you go, again, this is Jason Frazier, President and CEO of MindsEye, MindsEyeRadio.org. If you want to get signed up for this, the Pacers will have this technology in place beginning very soon, and they'll have 20 games for those that are blind and visually impaired.
You say download the app, bring your Bluetooth headphones, and we'll be there next Thursday for the home opener.
Oh, fantastic!
I guess it's under, so we're getting out. We're starting off accessibility with the bang right at the home opener.
That's fantastic.
It's going to change the way you've just been doing things, from social gatherings to when you go to a game. Being that person, like I said earlier, you can inform the person what's happening. Maybe in some cases there's things in the court or things that happen during a game that you may not realize are happening. Like, what does Boomer look like? You'll find that out. What is going on when there's a halftime show with the jump rope crew? What are they doing? Describing that. So you'll get the full experience.
Well, how would you describe Boomer?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot. So I just remember one of the games we described. I remember the description was, it was right before tip, Blue Panther mascot with a yellow mohawk wearing a white Indiana Pacers jersey, coming down from about 90 feet from the catwalk with a Let's Go Pacers banner behind him. So I remember
That's perfect.
I would get in trouble with our audio description director, Megan Harms, who she really coordinates a lot of the key parts of the program, and she's an avid fan of mascots. She if I don't describe the mascots, I get in trouble with her. So I had to make sure we describe the mascots.
Jason, thank you for this. Thank you for your time, but thank you for what you've come up with for those that are blind and visually impaired, making this experience a whole new ball game, if you will, for those that are coming to the games. It will begin next Thursday at the home game, and if you want to sign up, do it at mindseyeradio.org, or you can also go to pacers.com and sign up for the service. It's great to have you with us, Jason. Thanks again for your time. It's a beautiful thing you're doing. Thank you.
We appreciate you for giving us some time to shed light on it.
It is 11:29. We've got Denny's Dollars and Cents coming up in the next half hour, and the scariest story ever told. The news is next.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Still some colors share some skin.
52 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, and yeah, it's not very pretty out there today, but there's still a lot going on. I kind of wanted to look ahead to, I was going to tell you the scary story one night.
If that's not a Sunday, I don't know what is.
And you listen, I'm sorry we don't have the YouTube up and running. I have a bloody eye. You don't want to see that. It's weeping. It's Kielynn I would love for her to turn hers on camera and then turn this one over to Denny.
Will Denny allow that?
He won't. He won't let us do it.
But maybe
go ahead, Kielynn. You turn it
during
on.
Dollars and Cents, you'll
All
get
right.
some Denny Smith.
So
I got a nice shirt on today.
yes, you do. You look
you
good,
tell your
Denny.
spooky story,
I want to
please?
tell you because I love scary stories. Did you? Growing up, I loved scary stories. My mom and dad, the best scary storytellers, and I just loved them. I really did. But the shortest scary story ever told, it's so good, you guys. It's just very short. It's by Frederick Brown, and it's titled "Knock," and it reads. The last man on earth sat alone in a room, and there was a knock at the door.
Oh, I get it.
That's
He's
the
the
story.
last man.
That's the story.
Oh,
That's the story.
Aw.
That is true. That is the scariest short story ever told. Huh? How about that? It didn't even involve the government. It was just a story about the last man on earth, and he gets a knock at the door. Boom! There's your shortest scary story ever.
All righty there.
Okay, so here we've got coming up this week. We've got, I wanted to let you guys know because we would love to see you next weekend. We are going to be at a Colts tailgate, you guys.
I can't believe they let us do this.
I know. We'll be at the Slippery Noodle, which, by the way, is haunted. So we can't wait to be there and be a part of the haunting and also the tailgate. Come and meet Kielynn. Come and meet Denny. I'll be there 11 to 1. And I know that's a 4:05 game, but we start tailgating at 11 with all the specials and everything.
Will we be drinking?
Yeah, Denny, we're all going to be drinking. We're all going to be drinking and chewing.
Chewing on a nice hamburger. Those slippery noodle burgers.
So come on out and see us next Sunday. Again, 11 to 1, we will be at the Slippery Noodle. We would love to see you.
Okay, again, does management know that we're going to this?
They set this up for us.
Really?
They want people to see that we really are cool people.
Does management know we're going? It's us? Oh, my God.
They're sending us out. And listen, come with games and prizes, people.
Well, Kylynn's a model, so
Kielynn is
I
a
think
model,
we'll be safe
actress
with that.
model.
Yeah.
And then Terry, the sunshine of the room. If it's another gloomy Sunday, don't worry about it.
I will be celebrating my 40th anniversary in marriage and in working here at WIBC, so I really do wish you would come out. And you don't have to bring me a present or anything. You don't have to do that. But
your presence is the
presence
present.
would be my present. 98th National FFA Convention is coming. It's back. October 29th through November 1st. The city getting ready for that. We've got IHSAA football playoffs coming up October 24th. Kicks off on Friday for Class A, 1A through 5A. And then that tournament pairings, and that follows the tournament pairings that were announced on October 12th. I didn't even hear the pairing show. Don't even know. We've got the Pacers NBA season underway coming up this week. Pacers hosting Oklahoma City Thunder on Thursday at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indy. Kielynn?
Well, this last week, did you see the Starting 5 Netflix series premiered? Did you see it? It follows the 5 superstars chosen for that season, and Tyrese Halliburton was one of them, along with Kevin Durant, Jaylen Brown, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and James Harden. Here's just a little bit of the trailer because it gave me chills.
Okay, Denny, don't cry.
If we were to lose a Game 7 in the NBA Finals, I would think about that game.
I love his voice.
Forever.
We know James Harden. We know that Kevin Durant.
I can do everything. Good move, big bro.
We're witnessing a change of the guards.
You gonna hit them with this? If they choke the lead off.
You gotta watch your back now.
It's just people preying on my downfall. To do all this and then fall short, that would be insane to me.
I'd sacrifice pretty much anything to win a championship.
And boy, did he. That's just a little clip of the trailer that you would see for the Starting 5. And within this, Reggie Miller sat down and had an interview about Tyrese Halliburton, and one of the questions that he was given was, what do you say to the people who are now doubting and questioning Tyrese Halliburton after his injury and still moving forward, especially because he's not going to be playing this season?
All I will say is, look at Game 6 and Game 7 of the NBA Finals. There will never, ever be a question of a guy's heart, will, determination, his game. No one will ever second guess any decision that he ever makes again. He risked it all. He risked it all for a franchise, for a state, for an organization. How many guys in life, how many women in life are willing to risk it all? Risk it all. But this comes back full circle moment to what's it like to be a Hoosier and to play in Indiana. I'm not playing for myself. I'm playing for that dude, playing for that dude. I'm playing for these people. That's what it's like to be an Indiana Pacers. So thank you, Tyrese.
I love him. Oh my gosh, that was fabulous. That was fabulous.
I started watching it, and
it's good.
I started breaking down, reliving that last game. So if you want to relive a little bit of last season before this season opens on Thursday, check it out, the starting five.
Terrific. Okay, and again, Pacers starting again. I'm excited about this season. I really am. Starting on Thursday. See what happens.
Can I nerd out for just a second?
Yeah.
Okay. When you listen to that audio that Kai played right at the beginning with the audio and with the voices and the sound effects, your audio cortex, which is on either side of your ears, is twice as large as your visual cortex. Ooh. You will remember that more than if you had seen it on television.
But I
guarantee
it's so
it.
good, Denny.
It totally makes sense. I was actually crying watching this trailer. It's really the chills.
Yeah.
It's some Pacers news that was released yesterday. Mm-hmm. They announced that the team waived Cameron Payne, the guard, and so now they are going to be relying heavily on the rookie guard, Taylon Peter, and to fill that void of Tyrese. So
listen,
a little
Kyla
bit to
talking
look forward
sports,
to it.
man. She's talking sports.
You guys got me in it, especially after last year.
And by the way, your soccer dudes won 2-0 yesterday.
They're hanging on to the playoffs.
They struck early and hard. They were playing really well.
2-1. Also on Thursday, the Indiana Conference for Women is
that's right. Tickets are still available. They've still got them if you want to go. IndianaConferenceForWomen.com, and they're also on social media, too, if you want to get a ticket for that one. Great speakers coming in for that one. One-day-only event, largest of its kind here in the Midwest. So, if you want to be a part of that, ladies, love to have you. Also, I want to mention we're going into week 4 of the federal government shutdown. That continues. You know, that will be news. Yesterday, David, my husband, part of the federal government, heard it could last as long as Thanksgiving.
Oh, my
I know there's a lot of you don't give a crap about this, but this is starting to hurt a lot of those that are working. So,
wow.
I know you say, well, they're going to get their money, but if we've got to wait until Thanksgiving to get a check, it's a little rough for us and rough for many. So that continues to happen this week. And what else? I think we've covered everything that's going on. And listen, there are more stories. Redistricting, I'm sure, is going to continue. I heard Micah Beckwith come out and say that this could happen beginning in November. So that's right around the corner with redistricting. Despite what everybody, nobody wants this.
I read a study where they took people psychologically, and for 6 weeks they got them off social media and their phones. Now think about that. For 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh, what a hiatus.
The first week was terrible. By the end of the 6th week, they were emotionally stronger. They were happier. Their lives had changed for the better. And so
I wish we could do that, right? I wish I wish I could do that.
I don't think I can.
I don't think I can either. That's my source of communication. And I just don't know. I wish I could.
Would you take the bet for 6 weeks?
You know what? We all have that ability to shut off Facebook and shut off all the social media. You have that ability to just use your phone. You do have that ability. We have that ability. I have that ability. But will I?
No.
I don't know.
There's
but
no
I do
way
look
you're
at it
gonna
less.
do that.
I will tell you, I look at it less, and it's just because I just have become to know myself that it's affecting me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I read it and I know it's time to stay away from this for a while.
I will say I turned off my notifications.
I know
my
you
notification
do. I know
sound
you do,
is
'cause
off.
I tried to
I
notify
know. I'm
you.
so sorry, Denny. Literally for everybody. If my mom calls, I'm like, okay, I will get back to it, because that instantly takes off so much anxiety instead of hearing the Snapchat, the Facebook, the Instagram notification pop off. And to think that we are only at the superficial level of using social media in comparison to some of these kids growing up.
Right.
Having to go into that?
You're better at that than I am. But my grandkids, they've got that phone On all the time.
All the time. And a teacher had posted on Facebook the other day saying how crazy it is to know that some of these kids know how to swipe on a phone before they know how to hold a crayon.
No, that's no doubt. I believe that. I do. I believe that.
Wow.
I do. I really do.
Ty, you're stronger than I am.
It's such a babysitter for many, I think, oftentimes.
That's exactly right.
And if I had been a parent, I don't know if I might have used it the very same way, unfortunately. It just feels like sometimes when I'm watching, it's like for the, here, do this. If you're going to cry, here, do this. Swipe and play on this phone for a while when they're really little. Play this game on the phone. It's a little bit of a babysitter for some. Okay. All right. We do want to talk about the World Food Championships. We were out there yesterday with Home and Garden. It is happening today. Today is the final table. And I know we need to get to dollars and cents. Are we doing okay? How are we doing? We want to get to dollars and cents, but I also want to get an update for Team Indiana in case any of you are headed out there today for the final round. It's pretty cool. I watched kids yesterday for a while. They're amazing.
Starting tomorrow at the convention center, the EMS EMT from around the United States is starting.
Oh, that's right.
They got that convention tomorrow.
That's cool.
That is
okay.
cool.
So should we have we got time to do world, or you want to wait?
Denny, how long do you think or your dollars and cents?
Go for it. Mine's real quick. It's just about crooks.
What's the update? We have Team Indiana out there, and so we've been watching their progression.
The Bacon Finals was the first category this morning, bright and early at 8 a.m., and so our Team Indiana for that one with Danny McDonald, he was taking place in the finals, so we'll see how the championship turns out for him.
So he makes it to the final table?
He's in the final rounds right now. We're still waiting for the final judging results. Seafood is also taking place right now. That's with Sharon Oakshall.
Indiana.
We've got the chef finals going on. I don't believe we had anyone advance for that one. A couple took place yesterday for Team Indiana.
Travis Hitch was from Bloomington. He did not advance. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yes, these are all just honorable mentions for everybody who moved on. But there are still so many different chefs who competed across the board.
Our noodle champion from last year is now
Colin Hilton.
Yeah, he's in the vegetarians team.
He is, and that won't
he's in the
begin
finals for
till
that
3.
one too.
That'll go to till 3, but he's in that final round.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. These are chefs that prepare for you every day, and they're competing in this, and it's such a big deal. A lot of money to be won, and it's a super fun event. I know the weather is not so great today to be outside. They've got a lot of the live fire, a lot of cooking goes on outside. But anyway, if you're interested, go to worldfoodchampionships.com. We've got dollars and cents coming up next. Denny, you want to tease it a bit?
Well, let's just say that there's a lot of people, 6,500 out of 100,000, don't get what they're paid, what they should get in their paycheck.
Oh,
it's criminal what's been going on.
This has been a topic that I have not fully understood, but we rank high on this list when it comes to.
We'll do the study and everything,
yeah.
but when your employer fails to pay you, there's some legalities going on here.
So we'll understand that when we come back with Denny's Dollars and Cents. Thanks for joining us here. It's the first day, 93 WIBC. You know the one to do.
You got a friend in
Denny. Oh,
You've got a friend
in Denny.
I know you guys are family, but I love it when you sing.
Well, doesn't that make it even better because we are family?
Oh no, I've heard my family sing. And it's not
You
something-
just remember what your friend Denny said. Oh, you got a friend in Denny.
Virtually everybody who ever got a paycheck has been hourly at one point.
Hey, Denny, guess
Yeah.
what?
What's that?
Today's the 38th anniversary of Black Monday.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Really?
it is.
Yeah.
How about
Wow.
that? And
That's-
it wasn't. It seems like it should have. Well, what was it? No, it doesn't matter. It was the anniversary of Black Monday.
Black Monday, when the Dow financial crash happened.
That's
Anyways,
amazing.
I thought you'd be pretty proud of me for
1987.
knowing
I was
that.
terrified I wouldn't be able to make payroll that
Oh
year.
my gosh.
It dropped in 1987. It dropped the equivalent of 700 points back then, which was a ton. That would be like dropping 10,000 points right now. So
That's what I was going to wonder about the comparison of what
probably
it
pretty
was. 'cause
close,
it
but
doesn't
everybody's
look bad.
everybody's pucker string was pulled up pretty tight, and I had 70 plumbers on payroll, and I had to make a payroll, and I didn't know whether the banks were going to open. In fact, Fred Heckman called me. You remember Fred Heckman from the newsroom?
Oh, sure.
He and Snuffy were real good friends. Snuffy was out of town, and Fred said, "What are you hearing from the street?" I said, "Everybody's scared to death, Fred." That's amazing that was. I can't believe I remember that. Oh, well. Hey, listen, you all have been on payroll from at one point in your life where you got a paycheck and you turned in your hours for working. But you've heard of identity theft and you've heard of data theft. But what about wage theft? There was a study done by this law firm out of Los Angeles, and they wanted to see how many people had been screwed out of hours or had been asked to work overtime after they were forced to clock out. And you can't believe some of the shenanigans that go. And I'm not saying that employees are without fault, but when I see some of the shenanigans that employers are trying to pull, this has got to stop. And I was an employer, and at one point I had 1,250 employees in 6 states, and it was known within our company that the paychecks come first. If somebody's not going to get paid, it's going to be management and it's going to be somebody else. But it's not just minimum wage violations. You know, I've always tried to figure out how do people in restaurants or in food service get paid, because they get their tips, but they may only be getting like $2.90 an hour or $6 an hour for that. But what the study showed is that Indiana is the #1 state where employees are getting screwed out of money on their paychecks. Indiana's number one. I mean, I would have thought Los Angeles, California, New York, I would have thought about. No. And the worst
because in the old days you'd get a check. You'd physically get a paycheck, and you would look at that check.
And you knew how many hours you turned in.
How many hours you turned in. You really paid attention. Then we went into, deposit. You can have it, automatically deposited. I stopped looking at that, even though I have the ability to do it online.
It's not that your employer might be bad. It's that mistakes can be bad.
Mistakes can be bad, and maybe we're not so good at catching them or paying attention to it until when? How have these mistakes been found? By the employees?
The employees find them, but legally there's not a whole lot they can do. Now, we're not attorneys. We're not in wage and hour and whatever. And even the state of Indiana, who has very strict wage and hour rules, a lot of this is going unseen. So making you clock out and making you keep working, that's wage theft. Shaving time off your paycheck, that's wage theft. Skipping overtime pay when you work more than 40 hours a week, that's wage theft compared to wage and hour. Look at your eyes light up. We've all had to do it. All right, but this 2025 study by the Shirazzi law firm, they used the United States Department of Labor data, and they found that Indiana had the highest rate of wage theft violations in the country, over 6,500 per 100,000. That means 6.5% of us who turn in our hours might be getting screwed. Now, things have changed a lot because, we're on the ADP system. ADP system is minute by minute, okay? It didn't used to be that way. It used to be that if you got to the quarter hour, you got paid for the half hour. So guys knew exactly. And I had plumbers that they were accounting geniuses. They knew how to get to 23 after the hour so that they could get those 7 minutes for free. Drove Jane, who is our payroll mistress, crazy. But I'm not saying that employees are without fault. What I'm saying is that employers better clean up their act, because if this gets into a class action lawsuit within a certain firm, in fact, one restaurant was found This was in Indiana, down in Evansville. $300,000 they had shorted their employees, and they just filed bankruptcy. I mean, they just went out of business.
So nobody got that money
Nobody
back?
got the money. But everybody, when you think about it, it's pennies and it's nickels and dimes.
Yeah,
and
that
maybe,
adds up.
maybe $1 here and there. But so next time you hear the phrase wage theft, remember that it's not an obscure legal term. It really does take place. It's not just wrong, it's widespread. And Indiana's leading the nation in this nonsense. Now, here's the thing. We are leading the nation with the most type of claims like that. We're 26th in getting it back. Now, does that suck or what?
That's terrible.
Number one is the ones that
not
get
good.
the ones that get it back are California and New York, and those places are just wackadoo. I don't know how they do it. But stand up for yourself, be nice, and just say, hey, I don't think this calculation was right. But don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, because there are honest employers out there who will do everything to make sure you get paid. And the skunks, well, they need to be decented, and maybe that's coming. Okay?
Thank you, Denny Paul. That's
Yes, ma'am.
Denny Smith.
And thanks for helping me remember Fred Heckman on Black
rest
Monday.
his soul.
Golly.
We've got another hour to go. Will you stay with us? Would you? We'd love to have you back. But first, today's top stories. That's next on 93 WIBC.
Football is back, and
12:06. Good afternoon. It's hour number 2 of the first day, the WIBC Sunday Magazine Show. I'm Terry.
I'm Denny,
Stacy.
and I am sorry that I am the one on YouTube with Kielynn. Kielynn, you deserve to see. She's lovely. She's charming. You do not deserve it.
Little girl.
But we got the sickly wickly over here with the eye. You want to explain your eye?
I have a sty in my eye.
I like your rhyme.
And I love pie.
Oh
my.
Is that a lie?
Not a lie. Oh, my.
Would you just say you got the ooze on the eye?
Quit being such a guy.
You guys, this is great.
Hey, can you pass me the rye?
Bye.
Save me,
Look up at the sky, everybody.
40
Listen, it's cold out there. Whatever you're doing, it's 52 now. My morning started at 61, and it was glorious. And now we're at 52 degrees, and it feels like we have a wind chill. It's 40. It feels on your skin like 40 degrees. So you put your sweater on. You'll be all right. It's sweater weather.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Where did that come from? Was that Laverne and Shirley, or was that the Jersey
Saturday
Girl?
Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. We got a Colts game. They're in L.A., 4:05. You can hear that game on our sister stations, 107.5 The Fan and 97.1 Hank FM. I'd never been to Los Angeles.
Why not?
Has either of you been to Los Angeles?
Not yet.
I'd like to go. Would you want to go, Kielynn?
I would love to.
Denny, you want to go?
You don't want to go to L.A. You want to go to San Diego.
Oh, but I do. I want to do the whole touristy L.A. thing. Just for a couple days.
You want to go up to Beverly Hills and see where the stars are.
I want to see, the Grauman's Chinese Theater, all the places that Lucy went to when she and Ricky and Ethel and Fred all went to California so he could be a star. I want to eat at the restaurants.
I'd like to see. I'd almost pay for the two of you to go to L.A. if you would document it in a video.
It would be.
Absolutely.
I keep thinking,
we'll vlog the whole thing.
I'd like to be a seat filler at the Oscars. That'll get me out there, right?
That would be fun.
Is that true that they pay people to come in and fill the seats, or they open it up to people because there's not enough stars that want to go?
I don't know if they pay them, but people can sign up and
you
win
have
the
to
spot.
sign up, and there's a wait list
Wow.
for all the award shows.
You get this amazing dinner and sitting at this seat with this.
It's a long day. They tell you to wear tennis shoes.
What table would you want to be at?
I don't care. I really don't care.
What was the last? What was the last awards show you two knuckleheads have seen? Do you
On
ever
TV,
watch them on
the
television?
Emmys?
Oh.
See, you can't remember.
It's probably a country award show, which are on every month.
Country Music
They just
Awards.
happen to take-
Kylie, when was the last one you watched all the way through?
Oscars. I watched a little bit of Oscars and Emmys.
I watched the Emmys. I didn't watch it all the way through. I had to skip out of like part of the middle, but the Emmys, I watched the Emmys.
I want to tell you, this is so cool, guys. Years ago, I know we've got a lot of stories we want to get to, and we don't have long. But long ago, when I was working on the morning show, the Oscars sent me a gift bag, what all the stars get, which was worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And my husband, the accountant, was like, "You can't keep that stuff." He's like, "You're going to get taxed on thousands of stuff." I mean, it was for spa treatments. It had everything in it. I mean, things I would never in my life.
Thousands of dollars?
Thousands of dollars. They came in boxes, and it's when the chicks, remember the chicks on the right? Of course you do. We all roomed in the same office together, and these boxes arrived. These boxes on top of boxes arrived, and Amy Jo was there, and she was like, Daisy, she was like, something's arrived for you. And I started just ripping these boxes open, and like Christmas.
This is
and
a
they were
great
just
story.
filled with everything, the most expensive chocolates and wines and all kinds of things for, perfumes and lavish gifts.
You know,
My
I don't
husband
think
was so
I don't
scared.
know. Dave's an accountant, but I'm not sure that's true. If it's given to you as a gift.
Oh, it's got to be a gift tax. A gift something.
No. The gift tax is paid by the giver. Okay.
So, well, you know what I did?
So
I
you
started
could've
giving
had
some of it away.
Oh, you chicken.
I did. I started giving things away to people because I didn't. David
Well,
told me
okay,
the stipend I would be allowed to have in case they came after me.
What
Again,
did you
an
keep?
accountant. I kept probably 2 boxes worth, but there were probably 8-10 boxes.
Oh my God.
And so the chicks got a lot of stuff. The chicks' friends got a lot of stuff. My friends got a lot. I started taking it to neighbor events and giving things away.
For those of you who do not know, Terry's office has an osmotic membrane. Things can go in, but things never come out. So
I
it is
can't wait for us
packed
to
to the
move and you
brim
find
with
all of this
junk.
stuff.
I am finding so many treasures.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of treasures, Ethan will be here with First Day's show and tell, and we're going to have a surprise for him when he gets here. It is October 19th. 40 years ago is when I started here, to be truthful with you, in this month, about a week before I got married. which is also 40. That'll be the 26th. So
Where'd
this
you
is
get
about
married?
the time.
Where'd you get married?
We got married in Hamilton County at a beautiful little church that's no longer there on the water. I had a very small wedding.
Up on White River?
Off of near about 116th. It was 16th and Keystone. It was a little church that was on a little lake.
That's still there, only it's a Unitarian church.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Oh, is it still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It's on the north end, right off of
north end.
116th, right.
Beautiful little church, and because I wanted an evening wedding, and I wanted all of my few bridesmaids to carry lanterns with so it was lit, and then you could see out on the lake. It was really a very small little not private. It wasn't private, but very small, intimate wedding, I would say. And then Fred Heckman got me for our reception. He got us out at a country club out there.
You know, he only lives maybe 2 blocks from that. I still remember his address, 175 Harrogate. And he's a stinker. He was a joke. I'm surprised you got a really nice golf club.
It was really a great thing. But anyway, 40 years ago, I started here at WIBC, and I really want to say thank you to everybody who's always been a great listener until when I still go out from time to time, if it's a grocery store or whatever, and people will stop and say hello, and that they've listened for a long time to this radio station. And it always still is just such a blessing to have you all here. And then I get to work with these great people that I love with all my heart. And so very fortunate. Very, very fortunate and grateful to all of you for allowing me to stay here for 40 years. What else do we want to talk about? Oh, things that are happening today that we forgot to mention earlier. We still have one day. This is the final day of Heartland. It's kind of one of those days maybe you want to stay in and watch something before the Colts game.
Mm-hmm. It just started with Sweet Lorraine and Auschwitz, our friends.
Yeah.
Their film just started at noon, so if you're missing out on that one, you can still buy tickets online so you can watch it from home. There are plenty of other Indiana Spotlight films happening today at 3 o'clock. 11:17 is taking place.
11:17, is that the Hamilton Southeastern Kids?
It is, yep.
Cool.
And then When Everyone Swims, that features some Olympian swimmers. That one was really fun. Sincerely, Rick. And then, of course, all of your award winners will be showing again today, along with the closing night feature film. So much happening. Heartlandfilm.org for all of that and more.
There you go. All right. And coming up next weekend, I'm already getting all of the flyers and newspaper stuff about the Irvington Fall Festival is
the big
happening.
Elm tree.
And the big, I guess.
Is it oak or elm?
What is that? Is that an oak or an elm? The oldest, largest?
Yeah, it's a centurion.
Beautiful. Beautiful tree. I don't remember what it is, though. Has a name. Starts with a K. I mean, they actually name it a name, like Kevin. Kilroy or Kevin or...
Yeah.
Yeah, in Irvington, but Spooky Irvington, and again, that will be next week. The actual festival in the center of Irvington along Washington Street, so streets will be closed. But until then, they've got spooky organ music tonight and something happening each and every day in Irvington. So again, big celebration there. It begins and has been going on, but the meat of it all is happening next Saturday.
Kielynn, are you dressing up for Halloweeny?
I don't know what I'm going to be yet, but I will.
All right.
Zubu, are you working today at Zubu?
I am. Yep, it'll be another rainy night.
Spooky.
It'll still be fun. That's the best time, is for a rainy night. Everyone gets together in Pumpkin Town under the Bicentennial Pavilion.
Oh, that's cool.
So all of the trick-or-treating happens right there. You've got the Mirror Maze and, of course, Leeward Manor, where you'd find me.
And she is
Leeward
Wisp.
sister. Yes,
Wisp
I'm a
with
bright
yellow hair.
yellow wig.
Can't miss her.
Not
She's
at
at
all.
Zubu. So it might be a good day to go out there, too, as well. All right. Bob Ross. Now, I want to talk about this for a minute because I know how many of us are our heart is pulled in different directions if you're a Bob Ross fan. But some of his paintings are about to go up on the auction block, and I would love to have one of these paintings. And I wanted to hear about it. And Bob Ross Inc. is doing it. And again, I know how some of you feel about this, but they're doing this for a cause. And I know some of you will appreciate the cause, others may not, but some of you aren't a fan of Bob Ross Inc. ownership. I understand what they're doing, and so I hope you'll give this a listen. I had a chance to talk to Joan Kowalski, the president of Bob Ross Inc., coming up about this auction. That's coming up after the break on 93 WIBC.
Drag out your oil paints and paint along with us each week. Let's go up to the canvas here and let's get started. I believe, every day's a good day when you paint. I believe, it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. I believe, every day's a good day when you paint. I believe, it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart. Let's build a happy little cloud.
Last week it was announced that 30 paintings created by Bob Ross are soon going to be up for auction to defray the costs of programming for small and rural public television stations that took a pretty big hit from cuts in federal funding. And joining us now is Joan Kowalski. She's president of Bob Ross, Inc. Joan, it's great to have you with us. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Is this news so great or what?
I think it is. Tell me how this all came together.
So what happened was, a couple of months ago, people have been selling their Bob Ross paintings privately. Lots of people have them, and they've been selling to each other on eBay and Craigslist and that sort of thing. But there was an auction house named Bonham's. They had 2 of Bob's paintings, and they sold them to the highest bidder a couple of months ago, and the selling bid was high, and I was sort of shocked. And I thought, you know what, that's real money.
Yeah.
And what can we do? And it's right around the time that the cuts were being announced for public television, and I thought, let's just see what we can do. I got on the phone with some people at American Public Television and with our appraiser and just sort of put all the pieces together. And I have to tell you, I am so dang proud of what we're doing.
Bob Ross talked a lot about making art accessible to everyone. And do you see this auction as kind of fulfilling that philosophy a little bit?
Exactly. People that watch, most don't paint. They just love the experience of watching Bob Ross. And he had such a love of public television. He loved the whole way that the system works, where you're, sort of an intimate setting between the producer and the viewer. And so that's why I love public television so much. In fact, I think this would have been his idea if he was still with us.
Yeah. Was there any concerns, though, about selling his original works? Because fans sometimes view that as such cultural artifacts.
Well, it's funny because the proceeds are going to public television, we've gotten no negative feedback about it at all. But I will tell you, we've never sold any of our paintings of Bob's. Them all for exhibits and teacher training. They like to study Bob's works and that sort of thing. And so we've never sold them. But this just seemed like kind of the perfect storm. And because of the proceeds going to American Public Television, the fans are like kind of loving it. We have not gotten any sort of, that's not the right thing to do or anything. It's working.
Joan, do you have any idea how many Bob Ross paintings you have?
We've probably got about maybe 1,000 of them.
Wow.
And a third of them are being promised to a traveling art exhibit that we're going to start sending out across the country. You're going to soon read about.
That's cool.
A painting exhibit in your area. Any kind of venue that wants to display Bob's paintings, they'll be able to do that. And actually in other countries, they're already signing up for it as well.
So cool.
And so we've got enough paintings that we can do all the different things. And one of the things here is to sell a handful of them to help public television.
The 30 paintings that you chose for the auction, so how did you do it?
I literally had no criteria except to say, this one is just so pretty, I'm keeping it. This one is even prettier. It's going to go to the auction. There was no sort of science behind it, but I will tell you one thing. Our appraiser had told me that The paintings Bob did on television, the actual where you have a painting and you can see the artist completing that painting in front of your very eyes, those are going to probably go for the highest bids because it's very enticing to have the artist. You can see him painting what's hanging on your wall. So that's where I sort of decided that we would lean kind of heavy on those paintings, the ones that Bob actually completed on his television shows. And then there are some others that are just plain gorgeous and they need to be in the auction. So not any science or special algorithms for how I decided, but they're beautiful. They are so beautiful. I cannot wait. I can't wait for this whole thing to get started.
It's pretty cool. And again,
Yeah.
Bonhams in Los Angeles will begin the auction, and they'll have 3 of Ross's paintings. That will be on November 11th. Other auctions will follow in London, in New York, in Boston, and online. And Joan mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, she was surprised at 2 of the paintings. Those went up for auction with Bonhams in August. They sold for like almost $115,000 for one. Almost $96,000 for the other one. So how will you decide, Joan, where the money will go when it comes to American public television? How will those be selected? Has that been a part of the conversation? I'm sure.
The way it's working is we've donated the paintings to American Public Television.
Okay.
And they're doing the auctioning. And then they get the net proceeds, 100. We don't get anything but lots of love and smiles. And they get all the net proceeds from those highest bids, and they're going to pretty much apply those funds to all television stations by way of things like membership fees, licensing fees, and that sort of thing. Anytime that a station is showing travel shows, cooking shows, Bob Ross Joy of Painting shows, the stations pay a fee for the uploading and the digital files and that sort of thing, and they won't have to pay for that. That's what's going to go on with these funds.
What can we do to bid? The auctions will begin November 11th.
Go to bonhams.com.
Okay.
And they will have, or on their social media as well, and they'll have everything. You know, they are getting ready for this first auction. They can hardly breathe. They're so excited, and they are just getting ready. They're soon going to post the paintings. And if you've never done an auction before, and I have not, so I don't know all the details, but if you go to bonhams.com, there will be an easy way to get involved and start your bidding.
I'm looking at it right now. That's all
Yes.
you need to do. BONHAMS. And they're going to begin this on November 11th. Joan Kowalski, president of Bob Ross, Inc. Thank you for giving your time today and helping us to understand and get excited about the auctions that are coming up here very soon with 30 of Bob Ross's paintings going up for auction. Joan, thank you. It's great to have you with us.
Of course. Thank you very much. You're fun.
It's 12:28, and we'll take a break. We've got the news coming up next and a bunch of other stuff, too.
First day show and tell.
Thank you, First Day Show and Tell. And food news as we continue here on the First Day, 93 WIBC.
rise, the dreams above. This is my time, my golden way of life.
It's 12:34 on it looks like it's brightening up a bit in downtown Indianapolis. Still pretty chilly, 51 degrees. But again, we've got the breeze is strong, and we have
You are the eternal optimist.
No, I know. I'm not even
think
going to
that
tell
is
you.
brightening up.
51 degrees out there, guys. Whatever you're doing, thank you for being here with us for a few more minutes anyway. We've got food news still to come. Kielynn has brought in something that no one has eaten before. It's even in a bag that's not marked. It's not on the market yet.
We're debuting it right here.
You know, you're going to have to do better with a description of that. All food has never been eaten before.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
No, you're right. That's a good point. Thank you, Denny. That's why you're here.
Well, unless you're a baby bird.
Yeah, right. Unless you're a baby bird.
Did you get that? The baby bird?
Baby bird.
Mama chews it up first.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining.
Okay, so I'm Terry. That's Denny. Kielynn is here. And Ethan Hatcher from Saturday Night on the Circle is here with us, too. We saw him yesterday at the World Food Championships. Did you enjoy the experience, my friend?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I went
food.
the first year when they came here last year.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna make it for this one.
I
didn't like the layout as good though, because they had the competition arenas off to the one side, and last year it was divided on either side with the red carpet running up the middle, and then the presentation table right up there in the middle.
Did you go into the chili? Did you go into the chili parlor? I walked in there, my eyes exploded. I mean, the chili powder in the air. I couldn't go any farther. It was hot.
A lot of chili powder in the air in the Blue Ribbon Pavilion. Yeah, if you're headed out there today, there's still some competition. Final table is today, and go to worldfoodchampionships.com if you want to head out, and it's happening now. Ethan Hatcher is here, and we like to do the first day show and tell. And you have brought us a metal beetle.
Yes, he is a German toy from Ernst Paul Lehmann. And he was a renowned manufacturer for tin lithograph toys, mechanical toys, and the best ones were made in Germany. He's about 115 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
And
you can see him on YouTube if
Wait
you're
a minute.
watching.
It looks like he's going to work.
Because he's a clockwork thing.
Oh,
so we got
wind it like a clock on the bottom of the beetle. Does he work? Oh, and his wings flap, and it's super neat.
Oh, my gosh, that's cool. I thought it was a dung beetle, but this is really pretty cool.
Well, yeah, he's a scarab, and look, and see, he still goes.
And it's after 110
years. 110 years.
110 years.
And he
That's
still
amazing.
works. Yeah.
I love it. What made you want this one?
Because he's so neat. Because, I mean, like, I saw this online, and the seller really wanted too much for it, so I had to talk her down by about half, because she really had this thing significantly overpriced. But I got it for an acceptable bargain.
Don't tell us the price yet, because Terry and I also have show and tell today.
We do. We want to show, and then Kielynn is going to.
Go first?
Kielynn is going to have make-believe money, and she's going to tell us which one is worth the most, and she's going to buy it.
All right, so
we can even swap.
Can we call them
swap things?
Can we call them tally bucks?
Tally bucks. Okay, there we go. Tally ho.
We've given her. She has a million tally bucks.
This is a plumber's torch from the 1930s, and this is what my grandfather, Walter William Clark, used. And what we do is we put white gas in the barrel here, and we pump it up. Okay, so it's pressurized just like it would be a camp stove. We would put kerosene in this little trough right here.
Yeah.
Or if we didn't have kerosene, we would just take a piece of paper. And everybody had matches back then, so we'd light. And then we get this going. This is pressurized. And then you would stand way the hell back, and you would open up this thing, and then it would shoot out this blue flame. And that was our torch. And then we used tinning irons like this, and we would actually lay our tinning iron on there to get heated up. And then so you'd use one tinning iron, pull this one off, put the other tinning iron on. So you always had a tinning iron.
Okay. Now this part you're going to have to explain to me, Denny. What's a tinning iron? Is this what you're using for like soldering in plumbing?
It's soldering, putting two pieces of metal together with another metal. We can put two pieces of copper together with a tin antimony amalgam.
Okay.
We'd have to flux it. We could also use this for sheet metal because many times sheet metal we weren't able to press it, and so we would solder it down. But it's an amazing thing. I have never used it.
I'm glad you have it, though. I'm glad you really do have it.
Now I'll go ahead and spill the beans. Ethan, what do you think this is worth?
What? You're gonna say?
Wait, Joey, what are you doing?
Well, because he's the antique.
Oh,
expert.
you're just going to ask him what he thinks it's worth. Okay.
I think about $250. Am I in the ballpark? With the tinning iron, maybe a little more, because I've never seen that.
Okay, Terry Lynn, now it's your turn.
Okay, so what I have for you today is something that truly is priceless. And
bring it
looking
over here,
at
'cause
okay,
you're not-
I'm coming. Here I come. I'm going to show you. Or Denny, you can take it over.
Yeah.
What you got?
I have for you today a Spiro Agnew watch as well as a Dick Nixon watch, which were given to me many, many years ago. And my grandmother Condrick gave them, Grandma Condrick gave them to me, and they are valued at probably right around, and I'm just throwing this out here until I look, but I believe they're worth $750,000.
Oh, get out of here.
Together. I would sell them together.
No, Spiro Agnew's a real fat boy. I don't know if you can see this. And then Tricky Dick. By the way, I was on the Republican Student Committee representing him in 1964, I think.
Dick
when he
Nixon?
was
Who? Yeah,
Dick
Dick
Nixon.
Nixon?
Yeah. And
You were supporting him.
I know.
Were you handing out pamphlets? Were you?
Shut up, Terry. All right. So how much? We got to take. Okay. Wait. What do you think?
Ethan, the value of the Dick Nixon and the Spiro Agnew watch together, selling them together.
Usually political memorabilia isn't
Right.
super expensive. I'm
That's
going
right.
to say like maybe 150 for the pair.
150 for the pair. All right. So Kielynn,
Denny, can you hold up the torch again
The
to
torch
the live
again.
stream?
Yes. There we go.
Yes. I was missing the camera. That's on me, live stream. My
Oh, that's
apologies.
all right.
there you go. So
Pretty
there's
cool.
this.
I
there's
like
this,
the Dick
thing.
Nixon. I am not a crook.
These are caricatures of them on these watch faces. And one has a plastic wristband, and the other
And it is really
is missing the
plastic.
necklace.
I'm sure.
Portion of it.
I'm probably sure it's part of the global warming issue.
I don't know. Okay,
Terry,
so
I'm
Kielynn,
kind
what do
of
you think?
disappointed in your watches.
What?
Because
Yeah, they're pretty mangy.
for them not being 115 years old like Ethan's.
Ethan's
and
got a
yours aren't
cold, and I was
working?
more afraid to touch the watch than Ethan. Okay, so okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
The tinning iron is worth $15. I went on eBay for this. And I'm going $15. I've carried this from Grandpa Clark forever. All right, and this.
So funny how we think everything's worth so much money.
There are a lot of them on eBay, but this one is probably worth $45 to $50.
Okay.
Really?
So grand total, I got $65 here, kids.
Okay.
I way overestimated that then.
Yeah, but me
Well,
too.
also
I was.
But it's in good condition.
It's in great condition.
How much do you
I
think the beetle is?
condition factors in because usually when I see these things going for cheap, they're all beat up.
Yeah.
They've got like patina all over them.
They have squished ones too. They have narrow ones for work into tight spaces. All right, so I'll guess on the scarab beetle here. Knowing that Ethan is tighter than the skin on a watermelon, I'm going to guess he paid no more than $250 for that.
That's a pretty good guess, I'll bet you. Kielynn, what would you think the Spiro Agnew watch and the Dick Nixon
I'd be
watch
embarrassed
is
to ask
worth?
people about that. I wouldn't give you more than $40 for it.
I really think, Kielynn, this is how we think, is
Yeah.
that our stuff is worth
Worth
so much money.
more.
These things that we've held on to
Do you remember
from
what's-
childhood, and
do you-
they're just not.
do you
this
remember
is
the
worth,
quote
This is
that-
worth $35 and $45 for those two watches.
Really?
It's
Do you know
worth-
what Spiro Agnew is known for? For calling the press the nattering nabobs of negativity. That's how he addressed the press. Nattering nabobs of
Spiro
negativity.
Agnew. Has there ever been
So
another Spiro
you got,
Agnew?
You got
Did
$70 here?
Yeah, that's about it. But Spiro, the name Spiro, you just don't hear that in new babies
Yeah.
anymore.
He was a governor,
Look
but
at
he
little
turned out to be a
Spiro.
All right, how much is a beetle?
I paid $400 for him.
$400.
Yeah, for the mechanical beetle.
Well, you're not as tight as I thought you were.
Whoa.
Well, I'm willing to pay for things that I like,
Yeah.
and the fact that he still works, I think, is just so cool to watch him in action.
It's pretty cool.
That
I
really
like
is
it.
cool.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
And that's why I bought him, because he's
Of
just
course.
so neat.
Well,
I like unique things. And then the fact that he's still working, the paint's all there, it's still in good condition. It's not like totally grimy and rusted out and been rubbed out.
You
He's still.
you have a better story than I do.
I
And
got
Terry's, I don't know, that came out of a mange closet. I don't know.
Those were Christmas presents each year, and I love them dearly, and I will not part with them. All right. Hey, thank you, Nathan.
Nathan. You can't settle on one, can
I've
you?
only got one eye.
Just call him Leroy.
Oh,
Thank
by
you
the
for
way, can I
coming
say
in.
you teased us with this bloody eye, but then you didn't put it on camera? This was
No,
a perfect opportunity. It's Halloween season, Terry. You can say that it's a Halloween costume.
I didn't think about that,
That was
part
really
of it.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's just
I just knew
makeup.
it was oozing, and I didn't,
I didn't
think
know you
anybody
were
wanted
that good
to
of
see
a
that.
liar. Ethan, way to go.
All right, we've got food news coming up. Ethan, stick around because we're going to taste something that has never been actually out on the market yet. We got them from Chicago.
Oh, weed
Kylan
brownies.
Well, you just don't, I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's
You're a
probably
sick
off the market
dude,
for
man.
sure.
But we'll do that next, coming up here on the first day. Thanks for joining us, 93 WIBC.
Hey, it's JMV and
You know I'll be on my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. When we're together, life is great. So if the sun don't shine today,
hello everybody. We're here with you for a few more minutes at 51 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. Terri Stacy, Ethan Hatcher sitting in here with us too, and Denny Smith, Kylan Talley. producing today's show. She's off to Zubu. After we get all done, you can see her. She is Wispy Witch. Wisp the Witch.
Yellow hair.
Yellow hair.
Carrots
Wispy.
all over.
And it's time, once again, as we do each and every Sunday morning before we head out of here, it's time for Food News.
This is terrible. She puts us food in front of us.
And then you're not allowed to eat it.
It's like putting a
can't touch
dog biscuit in front of your dog and saying, don't touch it. No, no.
I'm ready.
We'll get to it. Don't you worry. I want to mention real quick before we get into tasting our food that the Great American Beer Festival Awards are out, and one of Indy's brewery beers made the list. Can you guess which one?
Don't know. Anybody with a guess?
Sun King?
That's a good one. Taxman.
Oh,
Yep,
Taxman.
Taxman in
Down
Bargersville.
south,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good
they
deal.
They got a gold for it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, pretty exciting for them. Some food deals for you as you go into this week. Chili's is giving away some free queso until Tuesday. You just have to go on their social media, get their coupon, and you'll get some free Chili's queso if you want it.
Bring your own bring your own spoon.
Spoon. And can you bring your own chips?
You should bring your own container and take it with you if you don't finish it.
You should.
Mm-hmm. Terry does it. Bring it in your
I
purse.
do it. No shame.
National Pasta Day is coming up, so plenty of deals with that. Never Ending Pasta at Olive Garden. Love it. It's a great dinner.
I really do too. I love their soup and salad. Endless. I like anything that's endless.
And
since we don't have many buffets left.
And we'll put them out of business, I guess, like Red Lobster. Poor people.
Yeah.
Dave's Hot Chicken is giving away free sliders on Thursday. They did this promotion last year, and it was one of my favorites. That slider is so good and so worth the wait of getting it for free. So if you're coming downtown for the Pacers game on Thursday for that season opener, stop on by on Mass Ave to the Dave's Hot Chicken and get your little free slider. Totally worth it.
Yeah. Can we start eating?
No.
Okay.
Hang on.
I've been eating the cookie.
You're not
see?
so. Oh,
No,
you
you
got the
can eat
cookie.
Compromise. Denny, do you need a cookie? I'll throw one at you.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, I want to recap on the World Food Championships because this is the finals day. So to mention just a few of the Team Indiana competitors, especially the ones that will be competing today, who have competed or who are still in competition. The World Barbecue Championships took place yesterday, and one of our Team Indiana's, Chef Dave White of Great White Smoke Food Truck, ranked third.
Oh, that's
Congratulations
cool. Good for
to him.
Yeah.
Danny McDonald competed in the baking contest. In the seafood competition, Chef Erin Oakshall, she competed with her team. And then Circle City Sweets, our friend Cindy Hawkins.
Yeah, how did Cindy do?
It's finishing up right now. They're in the middle of judging.
Because she's at the final table, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's the captain of the team. She is really something
She's
special.
cool. Really a cool lady.
Really is. And then one that's about to begin their round is the sandwich competition. And Brady Foster has taken on that one for Team Indiana.
Yay.
And still to come as well, burger and vegetarian slots.
We had some good burgers yesterday.
Oh
Ethan was
my
part of the,
gosh.
we went to go in the VIP area to get a little bit of sampling.
Yeah, Taste of World
That
Food
burger
Championship.
was whatever we were eating.
I liked the burger, the little beef cured salmon,
Good.
and the ravioli. I think were my three highlights. But everything was good. Did you get the shrimp and grits?
Had the shrimp and grits, and I had a great grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
happy.
luck to Eli Laidlaw, who is taking on the burger finals at 2 p.m. And then Colin Hilton. Yep, we know him well.
Vegetarian guy. Huh?
He was the world champion last year.
He was.
With his noodle.
Team Indiana. And then Chef Brian Mendenhall are both helping out and competing in the vegetarian one that begins at 3. Lots happening and still time if you want to get over there and get at least a little bit of the last day.
Can
go
we
to
eat the donut
worldfoodchampionships.com.
Oh, yeah.
Denny.
Hey,
patience.
she already ate. Did you see this cheater?
Did you? Terri Stacy.
Just because you have a sty in your eye and you want sympathy, then you eat the donut right in front of Ethan and me.
That is so good. I don't know what that was, but that was good.
So this past week, I had the pleasure of going to Chicago for the convenience store trade show, the NACS show. Literally anything you can think of to deal with a convenience store was there. It's
That's
very
so
similar to
fun.
the Sweets and Snacks Expo
Did you have
that took place
slushies
here.
and Slurpees?
Oh yeah,
Think about all the stuff you can get at the convention.
Did you have
I mean,
the
at
roller grill
convenience
for
store
hot
now.
dogs and stuff?
Uh-huh. People were rolling out
Taquitos.
vacuums and mops and stuff. It was a
Vacuums and
crazy
mops?
convention. Yes, literally anything from ice machines to help out at
Oh, I see
convenience
what you
stores and cleaning supplies to just your regular foods and snacks and
Kai, it's
drinks.
a 15-minute segment. Can we eat this donut?
go for it.
I want to tell you about one year when I emceed the toilet paper convention that was here out at the Marriott in Shadeland.
You're going to talk about toilet paper when we're
It
starting
was
to eat?
so, well, she's talking about the convention and mops and stuff, and I was thinking about, I have lots of pictures of me sitting on rolls and rolls and rolls of toilet paper, and it made me just think about how fun these conventions are that you don't really think about.
All right.
Like a toilet paper
Kylan,
convention.
this is
Who makes that
really
awful
good.
single-ply toilet paper? That's what I want to know. I want to give him a good sock in the jaw.
I mean, it really is worthless. You know, you're using twice as much, right? Because you've just got the one ply. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry, Kylan, go ahead.
Tell me about the donut that we've eaten
Not too
here.
busy, I'm
this
eating
is
now.
really, really good.
This is the new
I'm gonna hold this
Hostess
up to the
churro donut.
This is a Hostess thing?
It sure is. So you've gotten...
That's good.
They're powdered, they're chocolate, they're cinnamon sugar donuts, the powdered cinnamon sugar donut. But this is going to be their new churro donuts. It is not released to the public yet.
Will you spell that, please?
Churro?
Churro, C-H-U-R-R-O? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And it quite literally, I have an unmarked bag because it is brand spanking new. It's not on the shelves
Pretty
yet,
cool.
but it'll be coming to a store near you here soon.
Kylan, you said this came from Chicago, but I can't taste any weed in this.
I don't know what it
Maybe
would
I'm
taste
You're
like.
not supposed to know what weed Kimosabe.
Well, I'm told from what other people tell me.
Hey guys, next
Nice
week,
recovery.
next
I like
next
it.
month, in the next coming weeks, we're going to talk to, Hostess, what used to be Wonder Bread and everything out there on Shadeland. That factory is shutting down, and it's been here for, so long, so many years. And everybody has lots of memories of driving Shadeland and smelling the bread being baked.
Taking
and
Cub Scouts and
Do you know
Girl
Wonder
Scouts
Bread
here?
was invented here?
It was invented here, and that particular place is going to shut
Shake
down.
and
And so we're
bake.
going to talk to some of those that work there, and some of those that manage that particular area coming up here in the next couple of weeks as they get close to. They're kind of winding down.
So that one's
winding down.
closing, but there's also a new food distribution facility coming soon to the south side of India. New 50,000 square foot food distribution. So it'll have food banks, after school programs, senior centers. It'll be serving all of those things in that community. That's pretty cool as well.
Maybe
Okay,
it'll get
I agree.
Maybe it'll get offset by Hawaiian King because they moved production to Indiana.
Oh, they did.
That is the best bread in the world. It's got a
Oh, their
sweetness
sweet
to
rolls
it.
are fantastic.
Oh my gosh!
And now they're being
Sliders out.
baked in Indiana.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, thanks for
Good.
putting up with us. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, you get to watch us all eat.
It's this is
Isn't
a good
it the
this was a
best
good
part?
idea. The churro little donut.
I like it more
From
than the
Hostess.
cinnamon, and that's my favorite. It's a little crunchy. It's got the crunchy churro
So what we ate
topping.
today is going to be called the churro cinnamon
The churro donut, yep.
churro donut.
Yeah, very cool. Hopefully you can find it in your shelves here soon.
You guys, thank you so much for listening to us today.
Next week we're going to be at the Slippery Noodle.
We'll be at the Slippery Noodle.
Please
Would love
come
to see you
visit.
from 11 to 1 tailgating before the Colts game. Love to have you
It's gonna
out
be
there
so
with us
fun.
too. Thank you so much for watching and listening to us today.
and management knows.
You've got today's top stories.
It'll
They're
be the
coming up
best.
here next at Fox News Sunday.
Go Colts!
Go Colts!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Fall is in full swing at